So folks, we're going to cover a lot of ground with you today. Joseph's going to walk through exactly what he does in a house. But remember I told you one of the things that we wanted to cover today is how you leverage your listings, right? And so to me, it's important that real estate agents understand that, because if I'm live in a room full of people, or if I'm doing consulting work or whatever it might be, I always ask people, hey, how much on average do you make on your listings? And they'll go, oh, I get 3%, and it depends on the price. So in Joseph's market, a $500,000 home is starting price, right?
Yep.
So Joseph, this open house, you did a 2-day open house, right?
We did, Saturday and Sunday.
And roughly, was it 158 people that came through?
250 over the course of the 2 days.
Okay, so 250 people came in. How many buyers did you get pre-approved from that open house?
Over the course of the 2 days, literally on the spot, 19 buyers over that time.
And then how many people came in and said, hey, we want you to list our house from the neighborhood, or had a house to sell, or whatever it was, that you'll take those listings?
Yeah, we got 6 listing appointments in that same 2-day period.
So 25 people, folks. Now, the listings he's going to get, but I want to be as conservative as I can. Let's say out of the 25, he only gets 12 that he actually closes transactions with. And I'm going to use a $500,000 price point because the math is easy. So he closes 12 transactions at $15,000. That's $180,000, right? $180,000 from one listing. And that does not include the listing. So there's another $15,000 in there. It's actually a little bit more because it was about a $600,000 sales. So just call it 15. So there's $195,000 that Joseph made from one listing. So here's how I calculate math, and this is what I teach all agents to do. If Joseph wants to make $2 million a year in GCI, how many listings does he need? A little bit more than 10. And so what happens is we complicate the real estate business by thinking in a different way. Somebody else will say, okay, we'll take your 15,000 and you want to make $1.5 million, so you need to have 100 listings. No, we have to take and be strategic about these listings and leverage them in a way to turn your traffic into buyers, so that you're not buying Zillow leads or anything else. I mean, Joseph, how much do you spend every month on, say, Zillow leads or Realtor.com or any of those?
Zero. The only ad spend that I have is going to be on my own listings, but I have no ad spend for leads. They're all driven from my own production.
And so that's what we refer to, folks, about leveraging your listings to build that income. We just have to be more strategic. And unfortunately, I don't know of anybody in the real estate business teaching agents to think like that. When we do business planning, right? So Joseph does a lot of our business planning with some of our new agents. Like, that's how we teach them to think. Because suddenly, if you start thinking about making $2 million a year to go out and take 10 listings a year, suddenly it doesn't seem so hard, does it? And that's what we're doing. So that's what we want you to understand, leveraging your listings and why it's so powerful.